How y'all doing out there, America, the world? We here with another episode of the Put to Bed podcast. You hear me?
Yeah, and back with
Yeah.
another one. I'm not even gonna put the number on it because we just back. That's all that matters. We back. But yeah, let's get to it, bro. We got some topics tonight. We got what, a couple? Just what,
Yeah, we
two?
got we got two topics for 'em. I'm gonna let you throw yours out there first, for real.
Oh, damn. Okay, the pressure is on. Okay, so we've seen a lot of, videos, things where people can't, I think both of us kind of related to the same thing, can't handle their emotions, or the answer of N-O spells what? No.
No.
So like you out here in these streets, like Cardi B said, outside, we outside. And somebody say, "Hey, damn, you look good. Get to know, can I get your number or whatever?" How to play look, because that's how they still be saying.
Yeah.
And then you say, "No, I'm good." And then you hear, "Well, fuck you then, bitch." And then you like, "Damn, all I said was no. All I said was
Yeah, all
no."
I said was no.
And then, I seen a video on Instagram last week, and it
Yeah.
was a young lady. She said no, and he said, "What? You gonna say no to me?" Got the following her in the whip.
Oh,
Now
that's
that could be that's
stalkerish as fuck.
threatening. Yeah, that's threatening as fuck. So like just being threatening like that, like you can. I'm thinking you trying to text me and shit. Like I don't
Yeah.
know. So that's what made me think of this topic is because like when she said no, he got the following. He followed her like about 6-7 blocks in Chicago. And I'm
Dang, he
like,
followed
what the
around for
fuck?
6 or 7 blocks.
Yeah, because she said no, and she kept saying no, and then she took her phone out and started recording, like, because I don't know this dude. Like I told him
Yeah,
no.
at this moment she don't feel
Yeah,
safe.
yeah. So just thinking about that, like, because I've seen in the past and experience being called like, well, fuck you, then, bitch. You like, well, damn, you don't know what I got going on,
Nah, for
or
real.
I have been followed before, so that's weird as fuck. And then also like you can also be stopped. You can also be I've seen in the media lately killed because you can't say you don't want to, you can't accept no.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I seen
crazy.
it was a story of two twin young ladies in New York. I don't know where in New York, maybe I don't know, Brooklyn possibly. But one of the twins said no to wanting advances from a young man who couldn't accept that, and stabbed her to death right in front of the bodega. So like,
That's all.
what I'm saying? So like I've been thinking about this topic actually since that happened. It's been over a year. But like things like that, like I'm like, let me just wait and see, and I've been seeing it a little bit more now. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, put it out there because that's not okay. So I wanted to get your perspective on it because not only men do it, but that's the majority that I have
Of course.
seen
Yeah, of course.
who do that type of behavior when you're told no because of a once in advance, like I'm good, or you're in a relationship or whatever. You just say no. I have the
But
right
I
to
should,
say
yeah, I
no.
should have the right to say no. I should feel comfortable
Right.
being able to say no without feeling like it's gonna come with a
Mm-hmm.
threat or violence or losing my life is crazy or being
It
cussed
is.
out, called out of my name and being disrespected. Any of that is past level of gentleman. Period. But I use
Mm-hmm.
that word. I hate to say it, but I use that word loosely
Right.
because it barely exists. It barely existed from men these days.
Yeah.
Men don't know
Agree.
what the word means to be a gentleman, to hold the door for women to, even if you're not trying to shoot your shot, like just holding the door for a woman or
Mm-hmm.
pumping gas for doing these things. And that there's common, there's
Right.
really just common niceties that you're supposed to show as a man towards a woman, like especially if you're trying to approach her. You
Especially
know,
if you're
a
trying
lot
to
of times
approach her.
when you carrying yourself the right way, you don't even. And it's a side note, but it still pertains to it because
Mm-hmm.
I'm just putting men on game. Period. Because niggas got to do better. But a lot of times, you don't even have to shoot your shot at a woman. If you come at her enough with proper manly energy, she's going to want you to pursue her anyway. So when you
Right.
do, she might throw you subtle hints. She gonna do little stuff to you. She gonna flirt with you, especially like women these days, they even more bold. So she might shoot her shot subtly at you, or she might shoot her shot blatantly at you. Just because you holding the door for her, you see her at the gas station, she pumping her gas, she with her kids, and you say, "Damn, can I pump that gas for you?" Like I ain't trying to, you feel me, or invade your space or do nothing. I just see you doing a lot. It's dark. We at a gas station, like it's men out here. I seen last dude and try to shoot your shot at you,
Yeah.
like you probably don't want that. You like you not in the mood for that type of attention. You can get in the vehicle. I'll pump your gas for you. I'll let you know when it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Type of situation, like, and you don't know what that'll do for a woman. She might be like, "Oh, I gotta get it. I gotta get it, buddy, mine." You feel me? And even if it ain't that, but just that's the nature in which we should be carrying as men. Period. Like when you see a woman hold the door for her,
Yeah.
when you see her, even if it is a compliment, sometimes you ain't even got to shoot your shot. Just tell you, "Hey, beautiful." I don't know if you got a man or not. I don't know if you're involved, but I don't know if you've been having a bad day, but I know that you're beautiful, and I want you to make you feel. I want to make you feel beautiful in this moment. And I ain't trying to ask for your number, your name, or none of that. I just see a beautiful woman. I see something that was created in the essence of
Hmm.
God and created in the reflection of me as a black queen. I hope you're having a nice day. And you don't know, she might be like, damn, thank you. You feel me? And give you that yes that you ain't even have to ask for. And I feel like
Right.
overall with the situation of it is men need to learn how to take no as a no.
I
It's a
know.
pride thing. It's an ego thing. When we look at the word ego, it's more of a male trait. It's something that the only time when we throw the word ego at a woman is when she's athletic or
Mm,
when she's involved in sports and stuff like that. When they say, okay, she has an ego for running track, or she has ego in her field, or what she does, or as a musician, or as a poet. Like they carry women use ego to fuel their ambition and things that they are doing professionally, or things that
okay.
they want to acquire for goal sets. Men use ego in everyday lifestyle circumstances. It can be anything. So when they hear that no from a woman and they get rejection, they so bruised and they can't take it on the chin like a man. They ego bruised. They ego too bruised to man up and just take it as a no, or they embarrassed because their homies was right there and they done probably told their homies, "No, I'm finna go get her." I done been there. I done been there with my homies and we see something fine and I be like, "Bro, I gotta go. You feel me? I gotta go shoot my shot at Shawty." And we talk
Right.
about it for a couple minutes. We laugh. Boom, boom, boom. I finally built up the courage, whether it's through the liquid courage or it's just. And I don't need liquid courage. The liquid courage just. I'm going. You feel me? The liquid just take me
Exactly.
over the top. But I'm going. You feel me? Once I shoot my shot, some people can't take that rejection, and it's the ego thing. When they pride and their ego is bruised, now they feel they have to react, and that's
Yep.
weak. That's cowardly. That's not a manly trait to carry around, and that's the reason why it leads to something like we're talking about in our next topic. But that's why men do irrational things, not just
Mm,
towards women, but towards other men, towards people. Period. Because your ego was hurt, your pride is bruised, and you can't take it as a man and just take it for what it is. Your ego shouldn't even have to be bruised because she said no. You might not be her
right.
preference. She might got a man. You never know her circumstance. She might just be having a
Mm,
bad ass day, and she ain't trying to. And she might have 50 other dudes in her DM constantly every day. She might have an active stalker that's on her line right now. That she's just scared because she might have just got out of a fucked up relationship where a man was being abusive to her. It's so many things that you don't even
yeah.
consider that this woman is going through in her life to where you feel like she's telling you no because you ugly or you rejected or y'all take it so personal when it's not even something that you should take that personal as a man. Like it's a billion women out here.
It is.
Between us being dead, between us being in jail, between us being on drugs, between us become men, bro. The statistics are in your favor.
That part. That
The
part.
statistics are in your favor. It's not that urgent. You ain't got to be that urgent. You ain't got to be that thirsty. You
Mm-mm.
ain't got to be that desperate. Nor do you have to be that upset and eat and butt hurt by a no. Approach the next woman. Shoot your
Because what's
shot.
the loss? You're gonna
What's
lose
the
a lot
loss?
more.
What's the loss? You're losing a lot more by taking somebody's life and possibly going to jail because she ain't want to give you no play. That's the lamest thing in the world to me. I ain't never been that. I ain't never been that dude. I shoot my shot. I shoot my shot a lot when I'm single. I'm out.
Exactly.
I'm doing music. I'm at platforms. I'm at shows. I see other artists. I see beautiful women all the time. I've always been gifted with the word, so and I got confidence. So it's not gonna fare me to approach a woman in a way where I know I can articulate that I'm interested in her, and whether the ball is in her court at that point. Is you yes or yes or no or no.
That's true.
95% of the time when I get a no, my response is, "Dang, that's cool. Okay, damn, I'm hurt. I'm sorry, but like, I just want to let you know you're beautiful anyway." And I walk off.
When you walk off.
Walk off.
But you
Some of them
walk
females
off.
didn't double back on me. It might be slid in my DM because we didn't exchange IGs, or it might be we still in the club another 30 minutes, and she see me over there vibing and just in my
Yeah.
mode, and now she didn't got a chance to just look at me like, oh, he is Kim Kiwi. He was, but I walk off.
But you know
I
what? A
walk
woman
off.
likes to feel like they have the choice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You don't want to
give
feel
her a
like your
choice.
choice is being taken away. And that's when you approach when aggression come out. That's when that approach. I mean, that's when your choice is taken away because now you've been, now you're fearful.
You doing extra. You doing too much.
Hmm.
You don't have to lead on too strong anyway. Like you said, a woman want a choice. Actually, and like I hate to correlate it with this or to make use this as an example, but it is a perfect example in the sense. It's just a
Right.
fucked up analogy to do on what we topic is. But pimps use the word getting chose. They don't pursue women. I knew you was going. I knew you was gonna cut up. A true pimp don't pursue no woman. You gotta choose up. That's what
I need
whole
you to
the players
explain
do.
that a
That's how
little
they
bit
get
deeper.
chose.
I need
Huh?
that a little deeper because now you done got me intrigued. What pimps don't? Can you give me the background on that?
Okay, so look, so when you in the world of pimping, you don't pursue a woman. First of all, in the world of pimping, 90 times out of 10, when you see a woman, she's in that world already. It might be at the strip club, it might be in that environment where you already know that she's in that realm. So you don't know if
Mhm.
she already got somebody. You don't know if she doing her own thing. You don't know what she got going on. She might have a gorilla pimp that'll kill you over talking to this female.
Oh
You don't know
fuck.
what's going on. And the ultimate purpose that's one reason why you don't approach a woman, you get chose. And then in another sense of, and this just goes for as character development and just something to take even out of that aspect, just period in life general. You want who chooses you, because the woman you choose might give you hell. You didn't try her, you didn't pursue her, you
Hmm.
didn't wooed her, you didn't spend all this money to get her, you didn't give her all this attention, and she might cheat on you. She might do this, she might do that, she might be unloyal to you, she might be unfaithful to you, she might be you mean because her interests might not be all the way there. She might just be 50% of why she's with you, or 25% of why she's with you. Might be because you pursue her so much and caught her at
Or
a bad
him.
time,
Or him.
or him so much that they like, okay, fuck it, let me get this a chance. Like he ain't bad
Yeah.
looking, or he been persistent, he been on my line. Let me give him a chance. And then that chance don't work out, she ain't loyal to you. A female that
Yeah.
chooses you is going to be way more loyal to you
I
because she
agree.
came to me. I didn't pursue her. She saw something in me. She saw something that she liked in me. She
Mhm.
saw something that made her want to be around me. She saw something in my energy that made her want to flock to that. So I can expect way more loyalty. I can expect way more truth. I can expect way more dedication. I can expect way more satisfying characteristics and traits in this
Mhm.
relationship, in this woman, if I let her choose me versus
Exactly.
choosing. And that's the key principle of it. You get chose. The
And
person that you
I
choose will
agree.
do you dirty.
Yeah, I agree, bro. Characteristics is what draws you in to that person. If we got some commonality and we identify with something together, like we both loyal. Because loyalty, for me and you, where we
Everything.
come from is everything. I cut you the fuck off if you show me
Really.
disloyalty, especially after I give you a chance. If you show me once, and because certain people you get a chance, like fam, some
Yeah,
fam,
yeah.
like what I'm saying, you would be like, all right, they fucked up a little bit. And then once you
You
show
get
that full story of the damn this trust and disloyalty,
yeah.
it's a wrap. So
Yeah,
like,
I got a quote that I say. It's not my quote. It actually came from an artist. His name is Picasso. He out of Milwaukee. He be spitting this shit. I think it was him, either him or his brother. But bro said on the song, "Trust is like an eraser
mm,
because it gets smaller after every mistake."
yep,
So
absolutely.
think about how an eraser works. Every time you mess up with that pencil, every time you write the wrong thing, every time you make a mistake that you didn't mean
Hmm.
to write down, you use that eraser. Now that eraser is working on nothing but friction. So
Yeah,
it withers away with every time you use it. And that's the same way trust works. Every time you
I.
misuse my trust and you take that out of, and I have to remove something, a mistake that you made, and take
Hmm.
this off this piece of paper of life or this piece of paper with this mental note in my mind, and be like, okay, this person loyal? Nope, I gotta scratch that out, I gotta move that off the list. Is this person faithful? I gotta remove that out the list. Is this person a liar? I gotta remove that out. Is this
Yeah,
person trustworthy? Is he a thief? Every time I gotta my eraser of trust for you is getting smaller and smaller with
it's
every time
small.
I gotta take something off that list.
Yeah, I like completely like when you was naming stuff and when you was talking about once the woman, because women and men, like once they cheated, they show you who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like it does make that eraser go smaller. Because now I don't.
Exactly.
If once it gets to that little bit, we all know how a pencil work. Once we get to that little bitty pencil, do we keep that motherfucker?
No, it's getting thrown away.
It's getting
I can't even
tossed.
erase with this pencil no more. It's
It,
trash. It's
so
trash.
what's the
And that's the
use?
same way we view people. You're trash now.
That
And
part.
I don't even mean to say that in a bad way, but I mean to say that
Nah.
exactly what it is. You're trash now to me. And you getting thrown in the garbage just like everything else that I have no more use for. Like, it's over
And
with.
I agree. Like I feel like when you was talking about and describing the pimpness, I feel like that runs in the veins. It ain't just the man thing. It's a
Oh
damn.
yeah, yeah. P and
When
G
you
and man, P
described
and
it, I
yeah.
felt that. It
You
was
know that
here.
because it's in your blood. Just because you ain't fully utilized it like I had, don't mean it ain't in you. You were
I
peeing and
mean,
G'ing before we were seeing.
to a sense, I have, but I feel like the way I'm going in life. Look, the way I'm going in life,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
running towards that shit now.
Hey, look. Sometimes it
Like,
call you. Sometimes your
like
destiny
when
call.
you,
I ain't gonna lie. I done been there. That's anytime I hopped in that bag where it's like, you know what? I'm finna do what I was chose to do.
yeah.
How I felt in that essence is because I felt like I was pushing that space. Or if not even pushing that space, it was just like, okay, I might be looking for a girl. If I don't find no worthy candidates, I'm finna just do me. I know I can easily do me and get through these.
Like it's so let's getting back to the topic. For
Getting back to the topic. Getting back to the
you
topic.
made two big points for me, and I want that. Then I'll put it to bed in like a second with that.
Okay.
Irrational, you said. that, and once that goal correlates to me in my mind as what I do for a living, a social worker, site type work, it
Mm-hmm.
also means impulsive. When you're irrational, you're making impulsive
You
decisions.
making point. Yeah, very, very
You know what I'm
impulsive.
saying? So when you doing that type of things, those type of decisions, making those type of decisions, you don't know what you're capable of
You
for
don't know what
real.
you're capable
Because
of
you're
when you're doing that
going off
impulsive thing.
emotion. You're going
Exactly.
off emotion. And then to tie it all together, I'm gonna be real. Not even just women, because I've seen the younger women. I ain't gonna say the older women, because now like my age and up, we kind of know a little bit more because we was raised by
Yeah.
our grandmas more than the young mamas. But like in the mom older moms versus the 30 something year old mom. But like you taught like, okay, don't let nobody misuse you, treat you any kind of way. And after you've been through some things with some people, because you're gonna go through it. It's just life. You're gonna go through
Yeah.
go through some stuff. Like then like, okay, now I've been overused. I'm a little now I'm unbalanced. I need to figure out my medium, who I
Mm-hmm.
am. And I feel like in certain men groups, they don't know that for a long ass time.
Facts.
I feel like they don't know how to control their emotions until they're about 40, 30. I'll give you 38 to and up. Because
Facts.
after that, before that, niggas learning. Niggas need to really be out here. I ain't gonna say niggas, men need to really be out here learning themselves. And I mean, if that means sowing your oats, I ain't saying go out there and fuck everybody. I'm saying
Yeah.
learn who you are as a person. You can fuck 3 people and know who you are. It's about,
Facts.
you know what I'm saying, learning who you are and what you want in a person long term. Because to put people through any kind of trauma, man or woman, through your mid teens to mid 30 or late 20s, that's a lot of life you wasting if you don't know what you
Facts.
really want. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't know what you really want, keep it moving and find out who that person is in your inner self. Then you'll know what to look for in your other person. Because
True.
everybody has a person. I do agree and I do believe everybody has a person. Now you might pass that person up one day in
Yeah,
your life,
yeah. Or you might not
and
be
they
ready
might come
for
back
him. You might not
around.
be ready. Yeah, you might not be ready for him to double back around.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of that times works.
Yeah, and they might come back around. It might not. There might just be an opportunity that you passed up, and then you might find that other person that meets at least 75% of that, or 80% of that, and that
Facts.
20 or 100% is never gonna happen because anybody perfect. But you might that 95% you might have passed up in your younger life because you didn't know no better. You know what I'm saying? And they
Facts.
don't know no
Facts.
better. So like when you don't know, you don't know. But when you do know, you gotta do better, and
Yeah, when
that's
you know
my
you
whole
gotta do better.
point. You gotta bring it together and start making irrational decisions. If a person tell you no, we've all been taught, even men, women, children, boy, girl,
No means
whatever you
no.
identify
We've
as,
been
have been
yeah. No,
taught.
no means
No
no,
means
man.
fucking no. You know what I'm saying?
We like that as toddlers. We learned
That's
that as
it.
toddlers. I want to say
Like
one
if
more
the
thing
little
before we
girl
put it
won't
to
share your
bed.
cookie, if the boy
For
won't
real.
let you share your cookie, and it mean no. Okay,
No means
you
no.
learned that shit.
I want to touch one more thing though before we get off this topic,
Yeah, you
and
you,
it's
you
put to
learned
bed
that
for
shit
me.
for a long time coming. You know what I'm saying? So like that's nothing new. So learn how to control emotions. If somebody say no and your ego is burned a little bit, or you can't handle that, because that's what that means to me. I mean, because
Facts.
a real man to me can handle his ego, even
Yeah.
if a bitch piss you off. Bitches piss you off. Yes, I'm a woman.
Even
Women,
if a man
bitches,
piss you
all
off,
of them
shit.
piss you off. You know what I'm saying? But a real man gonna know how to be able to walk away from that shit, handle them emotions, come back when he's able to. When you not in that mode right now, then you shouldn't be in that relationship until you know yourself
But a
better,
lot
and
of
that's
times
just me.
though, hold on,
Okay,
let me interject one time though too. Like
go ahead.
the thing that I can't say in men's defense, and I'm gonna put it to bed with this for me, because we got about 10 more minutes left. The thing that I
All
will
right.
say in the defense of men, because I'm noticing you from a women's perspective, mentioning
Mm-hmm.
the emotions, mentioning emotional maturity, dealing with your emotions, and that's very valuable. And I
It's both
do agree a
sides.
thousand percent with you. But as men, the thing that was a generational curse for us, and still is a generational curse for us, that we just now getting over it. I can say that the young people are getting over that in a lot of ways. Maybe not
Yeah,
all the best ways too, but just in a lot of ways. Period. We were taught not to identify with our emotions.
I agree.
Men
I
are not
agree.
taught to identify their emotions. When you a kid and you a man or you a boy and your father tell you don't cry, you better not cry. You better wipe them. We're not taught to be emotional. We taught to not to deal with our emotions. So as we get older and we get older, a lot of those things play a part because we always remember our daddy telling us, "Don't cry, you a man.
Yeah.
Don't cry, you a man." Even the moms done told me, you better not be doing that. You a man.
So I got a rebuttal, but
So we're not taught from an adolescence to deal with our emotions. We're taught that we're supposed to suppress them.
yeah,
And then with that I get the overall lesson that they trying to teach us is that we're supposed to be able to control our emotions, but they articulate it like we're not supposed to have them. And so when
So
men feel like they're not supposed to have emotions, they don't know how to deal with them when they do occur because we never been. Pops ain't sit us down and tell us this is how you deal with your emotions when they just told us don't have them. It ain't say don't cry about it. I mean, they just say you don't cry. They don't tell me what I should do in the substitution of this to feel better in this situation.
yeah. I agree. I mean, this is my real bro, 100%. Mom, dad, the same. So 100%. I've been in the rooms hearing that. Don't cry. You know, you better suck that up. You know, I've heard it. So I don't
Yeah,
disagree with you. That's why I put that category in there. That's why I put the age limit because there are certain groups of people who've been taught that. So that's why
yeah,
I was like, okay, I'm gonna give you some grace because you are taught to identify with your feelings. Like honestly, my role is what I do for a living. I put that on girls and boys. I
yeah.
don't
As
put
you
no
should,
identity on that because
as you
feelings
should.
are feelings.
Yeah, as you
When
should.
it's over the summer, okay, I'm just gonna share this and I'm gonna put it
We
to
got
bed.
we
Over the
get we get
summer,
we getting there. We getting to
I
the.
know we
I'm
gonna
a
we probably so over the summer I had a summer job. I had a fifth grader, and that young man expressed to me that this young lady that I'm identifying as my best friend, my BFF, I like her for real. And I told
mhm.
her, and she said no, and he cried. You know what I'm saying? Not saying like I'm not saying no information about him, but he cried. That to me it made me proud because I've worked with this kid for about 2 years, and I told him it's okay to show your feelings. It's okay to
Yeah,
show that she might change her mind. That's not on you. So like
yeah.
you have to teach our young men a different way because if not, nothing gonna change.
Yeah,
And that's
facts,
it.
facts. It stems from generational curses.
Yeah, I
90%
do.
of the things that we go through in our community, or we go through
Yeah.
as men, or as women, is people. It's people. It's just one of the things that we have to instill in our children and in our young men that it's okay to deal with your emotions and teach them how to identify with their emotions so that we can
Yeah.
break these generational curses. Which leads us to our next topic and dealing with men specifically is I was trying to find a topic when we was pre just discussing what we was gonna do for the night, and I had a total different topic, but when I looked at the statistics for the topic, I seen that I stumbled upon another fact that made me change my whole topic. And it's that homicides overall, period, men go for 90%. So that means that only 10% of homicides committed, period, in life, period, are done by women. 10% are done by women. 90% are done by men. And it's the same type of. Now that we've expounded on it from that last topic, it's a good way to segue into it because like I said to you, I don't understand why. It was crazy to me,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still crazy in a bad way, in a terrible way like that. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making no excuse for men in this aspect at all. But it's a lot of things that we don't get taught to deal with. So men, and it also goes back to the same thing I said again with the pride and the ego. Your pride is
Mm-hmm.
hurt, and that goes not even just for. It's not even just for domestic murders. This is just period. Like men kill more than
Yeah.
women. Period. They kill other men. Your pride get hurt. It could be over a basketball game. Somebody push you or foul you on accident, but you go flying and now you feel like you're weak because everybody there done seen it. Now you fighting them. Now it's an altercation. Now you shooting. A man messing with your girl. Now you feel like you weak because
Yeah.
you didn't got cheated on. You got hurt. Somebody hurt your feelings. Now you got to kill him. Somebody hustling on your block. Your pride is hurt. Your ego is hurt. This is my block. Don't get no money. Now I got to kill you. Like it's so much that stems with us not knowing. There's all of this pride and have ego and be this and be that and be macho. Don't deal with your emotions. There's so much stuff that men have internalized that we need to let that shit go because it's not the right
Mm-hmm.
way to carry ourselves in nature. Is why we are that high in a statistic of murder. That is crazy.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
crazy. We don't know how to deal with
It
it. We don't know how to deal with it. Like me, we need to teach each other, even not just the youth. We need to teach our brothers. We gotta hold our brothers accountable. If you my
yeah.
partner and I see you doing something irrational, I see you doing something impulsive, and I see you doing stupid because you like in public, we not finna crash out. We not finna
Right.
crash out because buddy bumped you on the dance floor and didn't tell you sorry. Like yeah, it's disrespectful, but is it enough for
Yeah,
it
it is.
for us to possibly go to prison for murdering buddy?
Like is it
Because you
worth
might
it?
just
You know
want to
what I'm
fight him,
saying?
but it
Say is it worth it?
yeah, is it worth it? And that's what we don't take the time to rationalize and deal with. I'm upset. I'm mad. I'm disappointed. I'm
Yeah.
ashamed. I'm hurt. Whatever that emotion is, we don't take the time to rationalize it the best way to deal with it. You could
Mm-hmm.
easily approach buddy and be like, man, look, bro, I don't want no problems or nothing like that. But like, when you bumped into me, that shit was kind of rude, bro. Like, all I wanted was a simple apology. A nigga might be and say, fuck your apology. Bro. And that's how niggas be.
That's how it be. Yeah, I do.
That's how it be. Fuck your apology, bro. I don't got a nigga want. And look, bro, you got it, bro. I was just saying it like it ain't even that deep. You another black man just like me, bro. I'm not trying to fight you. It ain't that deep. I'm just acknowledging it.
And they don't back down. You know what I'm saying? You know what the problem is? Nobody will back down.
Nobody backing down. Now I gotta prove it. Now I
Yeah.
gotta do something to you because I tried to do something the right way. I tried to, but you feel like now your ego is hurt because I approached you. about some shit you
Right.
did wrong to me. And I'm approaching you respectfully, but you just don't know how to deal with
Respectfully.
your emotions. You don't know how to deal with your ego and your pride. That even my rational way of talking about this situation and expressing my viewpoint or my emotional standpoint on this situation has you to the point where you still ready to like. It's just it's crazy, man. We gotta do better. There's no reason why we should be killing that much each
Nah.
other, women. Like, there's no reason why the number should be that high. It's not a competition because it's fucked up any kind of playing field. But men
Yes.
we gotta take accountability. I was a young dumb motherfucker at one point in time where bro crashed out. I'm gonna crash out with you because you my homie. Now that I'm grown, I'm mature, more emotional,
And
mature,
two.
in tune. I'm not finna let you risk it. I'm not finna risk it while I'm with you. We not
Yeah.
doing it, bro. It ain't worth it. Like, I got my homie, one of my homies that I kick it with, and this is why I keep him so near and dear to me, and calling my brother is because we both be on the same type of time. I've been
Hmm.
outside, my homie Neil, man. I be outside. I've been outside with bro, literally outside clubbing, kicking it, partying, doing whatever, doing music for about 5 years. One
Five
time in that entire
years.
5 years, 5 years. I've been in Houston 5 years. I've been knowing bro the entire time I've been here. One
Knowing
time.
you, I know. Like knowing you is my younger brother because I am the oldest. Let's put the respect on that at all
Yeah,
times. But
yeah,
like,
for
no,
real.
my brother
Fact,
is like he's a good dude. He's a good man, and he always respected me as his older sister. And I
fact.
don't mean like it's not like oh you owe me nothing. It's more of a we just
A
raised different.
hierarchy. Yeah,
Period.
it's a hierarchy.
Yeah, it's a hierarchy, and it's a respect you give to that person who is went through something you didn't have to go through or whatever.
Fact,
But
fact,
like,
fact.
I just put that on there because I see when I'm smiling and you see me him talking about some serious stuff, it's because I'm proud of him and who the man he is and becoming. You know what I'm saying? Because we never stop growing, and
Fact.
it's just good to hear like, okay, bro, get it. Because 90% is a fucking high ass number, bro.
Yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
triple. That's triple of what women are doing. I ain't saying it's some crazy women out here, but 90%, like you said, it's only 10% less. So what we doing?
Crazy.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what made me so strong on when you told me like, oh damn, that's the highest number with the emotion thing. Because yes, ego is a big thing. Women got egos too. Like we got the same thing, but we are also raised to be in tune with your feelings. If you're not emotional, something wrong with you. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Fact.
Then you got an attitude problem if you're not too emotional. So it's a double standard. So like
Yeah, it's a
you
double
either become
standard.
too emotional or you too strong. You know what I'm saying? So
It's a
it's
double
a
standard.
medium.
It's a double standard, and it's crazy how you put in that perspective. It is a double standard.
Yeah.
Though. Imagine you meet a woman and she's callous. She don't know how to
Yeah.
articulate her emotions. She don't know how to. She don't deal with her emotions. You try to tell her about something, and you can't have a full conversation with her. Like, that woman is somebody that you feel is somebody you can't be with. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same in the man, I would say. But it's more they expect women to. The man is gonna tell you, "Are you a woman? You supposed to be able to know how to talk. You supposed to be able to know how to deal with your emotions." Like, they're gonna expect you to be that certain way and be in tune with your emotions. But if you meet a man and he's super emotional, 9 times out of 10, most women are going to say, "You're a man. You're supposed to know how to control. You ain't supposed to be showing your. You ain't supposed to be this damn emotional."
Exactly. Well, wait. Time out. I say
But I'm
exactly,
not
but I
saying
didn't
you
mean that.
personally. I'm just saying
Okay.
that's the perspective.
It's a perspective. I do agree. Like it's a different way you present it. Like if you emotional, like all the time and shit, like you the fuck. Like, but if you a man who express their emotions and communicate
Yeah,
that, that's a sexy ass thing. Like
yeah,
that's
facts,
that's that's a different thing. Like
facts,
I'm gonna put to bed with this last point, and I'm gonna let you
as it
take it
should
away because
be.
it's your topic. Okay, so like you meet somebody off top as a woman, they send you dick pics. You like, what the fuck? Like, we just had like one conversation was, can I get your number? And you off top to get, you know what I'm saying? That's off top. First thing you get, first message you get, you show people. I mean, not show people, but like you see is the pic. So like, that's happened to me recently in the last 2 weeks. And I had to tell this person, like, hey, bro, not hey, bro, but like, hey, excuse me, sir. I have to teach you how to treat you how, teach you how, and I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That don't impress me. I don't know you enough to be like doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's sex. You can do that with anybody. It's a deeper connection I'm trying to find right now. And if you not on that and that's what you on, we could be cool. But like that's not what I'm on. Switch quick. And because I wanted him to know what kind of woman I am. Because there's different women. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are like, oh
Yeah,
damn. You know what I'm saying? And some women are on some type of different time. And right now that's what I'm at because of my age and
facts.
where I'm at in my life and who I am. You want something different. So you also like I'm getting back to you gotta teach people how to treat you. Like 90%. that shouldn't even get to a level because you got many. Not these women are not at fault, but there are red flags that pop up off top sometimes, and you cannot always ignore that because that is telling you something. When that gut is telling you something, you got to listen sometime. And I'm done with it, bro. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out
Yeah,
there.
facts.
I ain't mean to share the dick pic with you, bro. I mean,
Yeah, I
like not
also
not
I
share
want
it
to throw
with
this
you,
out.
but show the
No, don't, definitely don't. I take your word for it. Definitely don't share no dick pic with me. That'll definitely put a damper in our relationship. Don't,
No, I
don't share
said
nothing
I didn't
like
mean to
that with
say
me.
that.
I
I meant to
believe.
say I didn't mean to say that. I meant to
Yeah, I
say
know
I
you
didn't mean
ain't
to share
mean
the
to say that.
story with
That's the
you. The
wrong brother.
story. The story, bro,
Okay,
not the
okay. The
picture.
story is cool. That's all I need. That's all I need. I don't even need the detail. My
I would
imagination is
never
big.
do
I
that.
don't
That's
need
almost
none of that. You
that
feel
that's
me?
never, never.
But no, I want to end it. I want to end it with
Oh
this, man.
shit.
Look, since we already kind of making light of things, I want to say this. Y'all need to
That's
get
why I
y'all some
said
more
it.
coochie out here.
Yeah.
Y'all need to get y'all some more good friends. Like, bro, men, my brothers. Get you some yoga in your life. Get you a therapist.
For
Get you
real.
something that, and we don't always have to suppress it with the drugs. And most people deal with it by drugs and alcohol and the weed and all that type of stuff. I
Hmm.
mean, how you cope is how you cope, but it's not a healthy way of coping. Let's find healthy
No.
coping mechanisms that we can do to get over the ego, to get over this pride, to get over this anger, to get over these feelings, this depression. With the stuff that we going through is everyday stuff. It's
Trauma.
normal. Normal reaction. I mean, normal emotions should be entailed by a normal reaction. It's
Trauma.
normal. We get sad, we
We,
get upset, we feel
yeah.
disrespected, like all that type of thing. These are normal emotions. Let's
Hmm.
handle normal emotions with normal responses,
Yeah.
and that's put to bed for me.
I agree. That's it. Like you just deal with your bag of trauma any way you know how, the healthy way, and keep it pushing. That's it, bro. You end it out.
Not for real. But you know, it's over with for me, man. Well, I said everything I had to say for the evening. Rest your body, but don't rest your mind, don't rest your spirit, don't rest your soul, don't rest your ambition. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And back like we said before, subscribe, share, and let everybody know that we gonna be out here doing some lives very soon.
Facts. All right,
Yeah. All
love,
right,
bud.
bro. Love you. Hey, broski.
All right, love.
I've been studying the bane in my existence. They try to write me off, but I keep taxing them consistent. You don't know the pain of being trapped inside the system. Soon as they read you your rights, you know you on your way to prison. It's a trap. And why the hell you think they call it that? Trust falls the way I'm comfortable with falling back.